South Africa has one of the highest violent crime rates in the world. These two sisters are the ones who have to help wash away the blood. After the police and forensics have left the scene, they have to do whatever it takes to ensure that those who are left behind can go on with their lives as quickly and normally as possible.
We just have to focus on getting the place and the area safe and clean for the survivors that needs to come back to that place. You don't want to leave a family member cleaning up what we clean up. You don't want to do that. You have to get yourself to go into a zone of focusing on what you are doing and not asking questions, not getting emotionally involved. Most people are under the wrong impression to think that a scene after, for instance, a suicide will be cleaned up by the police or the emergency medical services. So we go and we restore the area to a safe and less traumatic place for people to come back to.
In Pretoria, at the Gauteng head office of Crime Scene Cleanup, Eileen, her husband Francois, who also works for the company, and her crime scene cleanup colleagues are gearing up for another busy day.
Hello, Gordon! Is it the one from yesterday?
Yeah. Somebody committed suicide in the garden, so we had to clean up the contaminated soil, and then we will issue a clearance certificate to the client once incineration has taken place.
It's the only safe way to get rid of the pathogens, bacteria that's in the waste. Put it away, weigh it, and it must go into the bio-waste store. You can see there's a lot of items, furniture, mattresses, all around us. These items are either fire damaged or crime scene damaged, or it's got some kind of pathogen or health risk to the clients. So if we cannot clean it, we incinerate it. These containers we use for anatomical waste, this must be taken to incineration. Now, anatomical waste is pieces of a person's body that we would find at a scene. We find toes, ears, pieces of skull, teeth. When you shoot yourself, there's always a part remaining at the scene. We actually had a couple of those, but the one was a suicide with a shotgun. He shot himself from below, so everything went up. And we cleaned the whole scene. It took us hours. It was just Rolene and myself. And when we were done with the scene, we switched on the ceiling fan to get some air flowing in the room because we use very strong chemicals. And as soon as Rolene switched on the fan, the teeth came flying down and we had to do a cleanup all over again.
For Eileen, the normalcy of a happy family life is a welcome respite to the horrors that she faces every day in her cleanup work.
I'm happily married, or as he would say, he's married, I'm happy. We've got two beautiful boys. McDonald's, close-knit family, work together, play together.
Thank you very much.
For Eileen and Francois, the respite is short-lived.
Crime Scene Cleanup, good morning. Yes, sir, we can assist you.
At Crime Scene Cleanup head office, the busy day is just about to get a whole lot busier.
Everybody's out, we have to go. Rodney, about what time did this happen?
It happened around about 3 o'clock this morning.
And it was a burglary?
That's correct, yeah. The person came through the back door, made an attempted burglary through this door. A security guard came in and fatally wounded the person.
Is there any other additional place that we need to look for blood, or is it just here?
No, it's only here.
Okay.
This is where it happened.
Yeah. It will take about an hour, 2 hours max, and then we will give you a call as soon as we are done. Okay. Thank you, Rodney.
Cool, we're finished.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
That's a cleaner for the floor.
Yeah.
Some degreaser and blood spots.
Specialised cleanup equipment is essential, especially when you factor in the process of decomposition, when the corpse is only discovered after death has long since started eating away at the body.
A decomposed body is one of the most gross scenes that you can get. because there's nothing you can really identify. Everything is mixed up and liquefied. So using the correct chemical on the correct part of the cleanup is much more difficult than just cleaning up a blood scene. A decomposition is much more smelly, it's much bigger, and it takes up to 4 or 5 times longer than a normal crime scene. It is one of the worst scenes that you can clean, except for hoarding. Hoarding is when somebody keeps everything. It is an illness, it is curable, and it comes up more and more every day. The worst hoarding scene we had was a decomposition in a residential area. The lady, the hoarder lady, died in her flat. The neighbours started smelling this vicious smell. We went in and we couldn't find the place where she died. It was so gross. So it took us a couple of days to actually find the place where she died.
Hoarding, violent crime scenes, and gruesome industrial accidents are just some of the cleanups they handle.